But first, let's begin at the beginning. Getting used to holding the bowl correctly in your hand will give you maximum control. This applies to all bowling shots, so getting this right will set you up for making the most of the techniques that follow. With the bowl in your non-bowling hand, place your middle finger on top directly along the running surface, with the first and third fingers placed along the rings of the bowl. Turn your hand over to the delivery position. Make sure the thumb is no higher than the outer rings, and you can let the little finger rest lightly and comfortably on the side of the bowl. The weight of the bowl rests solely on the three main fingers, so you are not gripping the bowl, and the thumb and the little finger are only supporting the bowl in the hand. The center line of the running surface of the bowl forms a direct line through the arm, elbow to the shoulder, with the middle finger centered on the bowl. Once you get used to this, if you're not already, you'll find the bowl can be released from the hand smoothly onto the running surface. It is important to develop a pre-shot routine. You see them everywhere. Other bowlers, golfers and rugby place kickers. They all achieve the same thing: mental preparation of the shot you're about to take. This routine brings your concentration to the fore. It creates focus and allows confidence and control. And what's more, it will establish a consistency with your bowl delivery. There are several key components in your pre-shot routine, namely, to start concentration, to decide what your shot objective is, to place the bowl correctly in your hand. Begin your pre-shot routine from 1 meter behind the mat, heading in the direction of your intended line. Identify your line, then select a fixed point on the bank. Confirm your line and establish a focus point on the green. Visualize the shot. Get a clear picture of what you want to do with the bowl, and then move on to the mat. And remember, all this should be natural and comfortable. As you move on to the mat, place your anchor foot at the center of the mat, pointing in the direction of your intended line, about 5 to 10 centimeters from the front edge. Place your lead foot adjacent and parallel to your anchor foot. Your feet should be about hip width apart and your weight evenly distributed. Your shoulders and hips will be square to your intended line and your head centered. It is a common fault to allow your shoulders to rotate inwards, so remember to keep them square to your intended line. At this point, now your feet are on the mat. Reconfirm your focus point. With your body relaxed in an upright or semi-upright position, make sure that you're comfortable, your knees are slightly flexed, upper trunk slightly forward, weight over the balls of your feet, and now elevate the bowling arm extending along the delivery line. The simplest way to describe the bowling arm action is a controlled pendulum swing. The higher the swing, the more force generated, and the faster the bowl will travel. What we'll be looking at as an overall delivery will be body alignment, stability and control, rhythm, timing, and weight transfer. Looking at the swing from the side, we can see that the movement is initiated by the trunk rotating forward from the hips. This starts the momentum. By rotating from the hips, avoids placing unnecessary pressure on the lower back. In the past, too many bowlers have tended to rotate from the lower back, which in the long term may cause injury. The swing starts with a slight transfer of weight onto the toes, being careful not to lift your heels. Then drop your arm downwards and backwards in a straight line. As your bowling arm passes your hips, your lead foot is activated. The forward swing starts in a straight line from the maximum height of the backswing, as the heel of your lead foot is grounded. Note the centre of mass, roughly about the lower abdomen, will continue to move forward during the delivery process, and it's important to maintain the centre of mass in a central position throughout your entire delivery. When you release, your body should be in this final position. Upper trunk in a horizontal position, front leg shank angled forward, lower back leg in horizontal position, upper thigh is vertical or angled slightly forward. The ideal release is when the bowl is at its closest to the surface. This is the bottom of the pendulum swing when your arm is vertical. The bowl is released directly below your shoulder. Your head is forward of the lead foot and forward of the bowl at release. After release and into the follow through, keep your body low and keep moving your body weight forward. The correct use of body movement and sequencing will make sure that maximum force is applied to the bowl with minimal effort.